Wow. Hello, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going back to doing some more Made in Abyss. It's been a good few weeks since we've done some Made in Abyss on the channel. So I think it's about time we went back and reacted to another song from there. And we're going to be reacting to a song that's called Pathway, which has been requested actually in the comments a few times to do. And so we're getting towards that today. But before we get into the reaction, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. Now, as I said, this song is a request from the comments, so please put your requests in the comment section below as well, and I'll make sure we do them much like we're doing this one here today. So, what I think we'll do, it's a 3-minute song. I think what we'll do, actually, we'll listen to the whole thing all the way through without stopping, I think, and then we'll talk about it afterwards, and then we'll play it again and kind of stop and start on the second playthrough. That's what I think we'll do. So let's get into the initial reaction of Pathway from Made in Abyss in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Wow. Oh. That's that. Okay, right. So that is another absolutely fascinating track. It's the layering is just out of this world, and to generate such emotion, it seemed like a track just full of sorrow in many ways. It wasn't like a super forward presented as a super sad track, but it felt like there was definitely some as I said, sorrow in there. And again, just the instruments it used and how clear some of it are, and just how little bits just kind of complement each other in it too, which we'll go over when we play it again, of course. It's just beautiful, beautiful, and what a wonderful, again, another just short track that has just so much depth into it. So much depth. I guess is it kind of appropriate that music from Made in Abyss has so much depth to it. So I think let's get into that second playthrough, I think, and we will react and stop and start during this one. So let's get straight back into Pathway from Made in Abyss. Let's go. So even just then, we just have this lovely, very simple ascend. Dun, 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 dun. And just this crazy, well, not crazy, but this just kind of very full reverb on it, just to give it that kind of atmosphere to it. Reminds me of the start of Tizanakon or Final Fantasy X. That kind of, it's very present. The piano, it's quite, I suppose, like it's a spectacle, but it's not overbearing. It's a really nice way to start the track. Before that as well, the reverb, just to linger after the note has been lifted off on the piano, you can still hear remnants of the note there. It just makes it feel a bit more ethereal. I mean, I suppose as well, you know, in Abyss, like if you're underground or whatever, you would have that sort of effect anyway, but it does make it seem more ethereal, more spiritual, or like you're being, much like in this picture here, that like light is just kind of, you know, overtaking you. It's just that more of that kind of magical kind of feeling to the piano. And even like now, so we've still got the very, very, you know, kind of simple piano line. But now we're just kind of like this ding, 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 and that's just kind of really starts to build sort of the tension as well. And you can hear just like right in the back of the mix that rumble, that very dramatic rumble that they put in these songs quite a lot. And it's just really kind of sets the tone, and it just sets that the atmosphere building in these songs are just like incredible. Like they should be used as examples in teaching, really, like how they do that. And to have the just that low rumble in the background, just again raises that tension, makes you feel uneasy, like something is building far away. It sounds like as well, because we've had the piano line, the dun 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 dun, and now we've got a bass line underneath following the same notes, I think, as well, which obviously adds that kind of depth into there, that kind of low end as well. It's really cool. Dum, you got more of the bass coming in. And again, that just beautiful moment where we've had such kind of sparsity up to this point. I'm pretty sure sparsity is a word. I'm doubting myself now. I just thought. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But we've had such sparsity up to this point, and then it goes into this full flourish of beautiful piano and strings, this very well orchestrated moment that just swells out of nowhere. And it's built together so well, and I love how it swells up and then stops. And we go back into this kind of more held back and, you know, pulled back dramatic moment here. Way to kind of raise the tension and bring it back. And, oh, it's really good. And now we've got these effects as well, kind of like that. That's really cool. And there's a constant feeling because all the kind of the motifs are kind of going ascending. The feeling of kind of floating, elevation, you know, that kind of feeling to it. It's very, very interesting. But now we have this really kind of emotionally sounding strings coming in. It's so thick and the tone is so bright. It's beautiful. The melody line is beautiful. Oh, my lord. Okay, so that is just the way they build upon that moment there is just incredible. Like, and how they layer the strings just to have like more strings on top of each other just to create that thickness as they kind of swept across as well. And I love how they've got the cellos in now. They've got the lower string section in there too. And it really feels like painting, like thick paint across, with how these beautiful long legato notes are being held and played into each other, and also that's kind of nicely blended in with the kind of shorter staccato notes of like the chimes, and it sounds like a glockenspiel and stuff like that. Those very, very pretty, bright kind of metallic notes in there as well. It really complements it. It makes it feel very kind of. There is always the theme of that kind of innocence and that childishness, immaturity in these songs, and it's so how it's married up with this the thickness and the drama of the strings is really, really beautiful. Just kind of had that elevated moment. Still got just that piano chord or note. And that fade out, but still keeping this motif. And then with the effect as well, I just pulled it out. Again, it's like someone's kind of just woken up. Oh, it's just so impressive. So impressive. How much that can be put into such just a few minutes is so impressive. From the Made in Abyss soundtrack in general, and this song in particular. Let me know what you thought, Pathway, in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know why in the comments below. And let me know what we should do next. Should it be from Made in Abyss? Should it be from somewhere else? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please do like it and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd appreciate that a lot. And do follow me on my Twitch and my TikTok. Links are in the description. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.